The Hidden Brain, a smart and engaging exploration of the science behind the headlines from one of America's best science journalists. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. The same day, D, who had to lie face down in the pharmacy, also identified Hosan as the man who had shot Thomas. Face down. How to be useful, a beginner's guide to not hating work. Therefore, much of the work of becoming emotionally glamorous took place off the clock, at home alone, while you stared into the bathroom mirror and pondered the events of the day. Suddenly, you hear a flapping of wings. You can heal your life. I am free. How to think like a CEO. Send out press release about your department as appropriate. The unwritten rules. Make tab open unpopular decision without procrastinating. The vegetarian myth, food justice and sustainability. Ketosis is a perfectly natural state. The platinum rule. Discover the four basic business personalities and how they can lead you to success. Full of take action strategies. You can ask relators anything about the people side of the business. Eliminate time wasting behavior. This allows you to adjust the agenda, revise your presentation, and be better prepared for reaction. Something for nothing. If criminals are left up on probation more than once, they become even more likely to engage in criminal acts. The art of thinking clearly. How will the world look in 50 years? Getting things done. The art of stress-free productivity. You may be doing things on your action list, doing things as they come up, or processing incoming inputs to determine what work needs to be done with them then or later from your list. Defining your work. Maybe you should talk to someone. You had this conversation in text I asked, surprised, the first time she did this. Why we love or hate everyday things. Third law, a robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the zeros, first or second law. Speak to win. All of the participants should sit around the outside of the U shape so that almost everyone can see almost everyone else, eye to eye across the table. You shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket. Talent is overrated. Marketing, operation research, organizational behavior all have developed into advanced disciplines that require far more study than in the past. Don't sweat the small stuff for moms. I wasn't alone. The mating mind. How sexual choice shaped the evolution of human nature. Other individual males could beat the Euro and in fight, but its high status was maintained through popular support and respect. Consulting for dummies, taking care of business. The brain that changed itself. Stories of personal triumph from the frontiers of brain science. So far, they've also been found active in the olfactory bulb, olfactory, a processing area for smell, and dormant and inactive in the septum, which process emotion, septum, the striatum, which process movement, and the spinal cord. The social animal, the hidden source of love, character, and achievement. Those who tried to build a relationship across party lines were ostracized. Stop acting rich and start living like a real millionaire. What if it was not your education, training, social skill, or even performance on the job that explains how you and your family became owners of a $1.5 million home? Have a new husband by Friday, how to change his behavior. But remember that your man, as we talked about in the last chapter, thinks in linear, logical, lockstep fashion. Lockstep fashion. Winners always quit managing your time and manage your attention. Only one thing has to change for us to know happiness in our lives, where we focus our attention. Amazing things will happen. Ankle biters are similar in their annoying nature, but they usually don't have the power or the level of influence of assets, but they crave it more than anything else. What would life be if we had no courage to attempt anything? How to break through any barrier, challenging yourself. Tribe of mentors. They were 17% accurate and 19% competent in their prediction. Seeing around the corners. Seeing around the corners in your own life. Very few people see inflection point as the opportunities they open are catalyst for changing their lives, moments when a person can modify the trajectory he or she is on and redirect it in a more desirable direction. The power of positive attitudes, discovering the key to success. Their disagreement not only provide you with new ideas, but give you insight into the way they approach problems that will help you work more effectively with them. Intentional living, choosing a life that matters. Great partnership make you better than you are. Multiply your value. Enable you to do what you do best. Allow you to help others do their best. Give you more time. Provide you with companionship. Help you fulfill the desire of your heart. And compound your vision and the effort. 101 American English proverb. Too many chips, not enough Indians. Too many people are giving orders, and not enough people are following orders. The Artist Way, a spiritual path to higher creativity. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Do over. Make today the first day of your new career. I almost started crying in the chair, which is usually an activity I save for root canals. How to love too soon old, too late smart. Even so, when it comes to compatibility, the ability to frame and talk about the world with a similar skill appears to be important. The 100-year life, living and working in an age of longevity, or she might return to her earlier career within the food sector, but this time in a more junior and less stressed position. While Mars and Venus collide, when a heated argument is brewing, women tend to explain their thought, feelings, and reaction with a wide range of emotional tones. Piecing together the personalities in your workplace. His work is always done people's needed, unless there are delays beyond his control. 301 smart answers to top interview question. Our clients were very pleased with us and kept giving us more and more projects. The power of one more, the ultimate guide to happiness and success. If you want to undermine your efforts, put out confusing and conflicting messages and see how successful you are. Vaporize your anxiety without drugs or therapy. This alone can be challenging because it means that you have to allow yourself to feel the anxious feeling. 2,600 praises for setting effective performance goals. Ready-to-use praises that really get results. Strengthen your ability to build rapport, cultivate working relationship, and drive collaboration across business teams. Flight to the plan, the real secret of success. This doesn't mean that you should follow their advice blindly, but it does mean that you should act immediately to apply the advice if it makes sense to you and will help you solve your problem. Teaching by principle, an interactive approach to language pedagogy. What is the date of this ad section? Morning sunshine, how to radiate competence and feed it too. Now, I've got a list of marriage hints. Now discover your strengths, how to develop your talents and those of the people you manage. By focusing on your top 5 themes, you will actually become stronger, more robust, more open to new discoveries, and importantly, more appreciative of people who possess themes very different from your own. The 4 elements of success. Read each statement quickly and then circle true or false. Unplug every day. 365 ways to log up and live better. Plan a spa 100 day. Bulletproof diet. Lose up to a pound a day. This is why I recommend that all women who are planning to get pregnant start the Bulletproof diet at least 3 to 6 months before conception. The language instinct, how the mind created the language, a network of neural gates that compute these logical relations look like this: dictionary, patches, onset, stem. Why does he do that inside the minds of angry and controlling men? An abuser in the home attacks at everybody. Upstream, the quest to solve problems before they happen. But those conversations were actually creating bottlenecks and contributing significantly to the traffic jam bottleneck. A parable about taking risk and discovering a new path. Whatever you want to have, do, or be is within your reach when you advance one step further by not holding on. The authenticity code. They think you are dependent on your slide and not confident in what you know. Can we all get along? Racial and ethnic minorities in American politics. Only in recent years has a sufficient number of minority policymakers appeared to allow us to begin to gauge their impact. 2,600 pages for effective performance review, ready-to-use words and phrases that really get results, does not alert management to potential legal risk and litigation. Practical wisdom, the right way to do the right things. For the next 20 minutes, A presented adverse history and physical condition, what he had eaten before his collapse, his blood sugar levels, his fluid intake, the medicines he was on, his temperature, his heart rate, his physical sign, huddled, shaking, awake, frightened. The School of Greatness, a real-world guide to living bigger, loving deeper, and leaving a legacy. Like the Benjamin said, energy and persistence. Energy and persistence conquer all things. If you are not first, you are last. Sales strategies to dominate your market and beat your competition. Teaching others and being part of a group will galvanize your understanding of the material. Meditation, the first and the last freedom. You cannot dance, you cannot sing, you cannot just jump. You cannot just scream and laugh and smile. The future of money, how the digital revolution is transforming currencies and finance. It has not proven to be the key challenger to the dollar's might that some had expected it to be, particularly in its role as a store of value. Your next move, how to make a successful career change. Your dream job here, how to stay stuck in the wrong career. His intense interest in this art form was driven in part by the desire to make movies that could help others in the same way. While we sleep, unlocking the power of sleep and the dreams, two separate, isolated premises. Blind spot, why we fail to do what's right and what to do about it. For example, if you chose to be fair and play option B and then roll the 1, the other party is more likely to punish you than she would if you had greedily chosen option A and rolled the 5. Hunger, a memoir of my body. They will say things like, don't say that about yourself, because they understand fat as something shameful, something insulting, while I understand fat as a reality of my body. Positive energy. Certain places are also energy hub. A hole in the World Jazz Club. A library, books exude energy too. A butterfly conservatory where thousands of species fly free all around you. A symphony hall. How to become CEO. How to become CEO. Do not go to work for a company if you cannot unabashedly shout the virtues of their products. If you do not believe in smoking, handguns, champagne, or yogurt, don't work for companies that make such stuff. But buy stock in your company if it's available. Know how. It's Monday morning, now what? Setting razor sharp dominant priorities. The power of TED, the empowerment dynamic, really smart and helpful information about stronger, saner, and healthier ways of behaving. As I began dating, exploring what I wanted in a relationship, I came up against a lot of fear and anxiety. The Book of Question. If you could see into the future but not change anything, would you want to take a look? All this may sound impossibly idealistic. The art of storytelling. Each steps to presenting an unforgettable story. The job of the coach is to guide the storyteller on a path of discovery.